Fear of the future is something most people experience at some point in their lives. The uncertainty of what lies ahead can feel overwhelming, especially when faced with major life decisions or changes. However, it's important to recognize that fear is a natural response to the unknown. By understanding the roots of this fear, we can begin to take steps toward managing it and building confidence in our ability to face the future. One common reason people fear the future is a lack of control. When we don't know what's coming, it's easy to feel powerless. However, it's essential to understand that while we can't control everything, we can influence our response to the unknown. Taking control of the aspects we can manage, such as planning, preparation, and maintaining a positive mindset, can help alleviate some of the anxiety surrounding the future. Another source of fear comes from the pressure to succeed. Society often emphasizes the importance of achieving certain milestones by a specific age, such as finishing school, securing a stable job, or starting a family. This pressure can make the future seem like a ticking clock, and when we don't meet these expectations, it's easy to feel like we've failed. The key is to set personal goals that align with our values, rather than societal standards. Facing the fear of the future requires building resilience. Resilience is the ability to bounce back from adversity, adapt to challenges, and keep moving forward despite obstacles. Developing resilience can help reduce fear, as it builds confidence in our ability to handle whatever comes our way. By learning from past experiences and maintaining a growth mindset, we can strengthen our resilience and approach the future with more optimism. Another helpful strategy for managing fear of the future is focusing on the present moment. Often, fear arises from worrying about things that haven't happened yet. While planning for the future is important, it's equally vital to stay grounded in the present. Mindfulness practices, such as meditation and deep breathing, can help calm the mind and reduce the stress associated with future uncertainties. Being present helps us make better decisions in the now. It's also crucial to recognize that fear of the future can be fueled by negative thinking patterns. Catastrophizing, expecting the worst possible outcome, often leads to unnecessary stress and anxiety. Instead of imagining the worst, it's important to challenge these thoughts and replace them with more balanced perspectives. By reframing negative thoughts and focusing on potential positive outcomes, we can reduce fear and approach the future with a healthier mindset. Fear of the future is also closely tied to our fear of failure. The thought of making mistakes or not achieving our goals can be paralyzing. However, failure is a natural part of life and an essential component of growth. By shifting our perspective on failure, viewing it as a learning opportunity rather than a setback, we can reduce the fear associated with it. Accepting that failure is part of the journey can help us face the future with more confidence. Building a support network is another important step in facing the fear of the future. Having people we trust to share our concerns and seek advice from can make challenges feel less daunting. Whether it's friends, family, or mentors, a strong support system provides emotional encouragement and practical guidance. Sometimes, simply talking about our fears can help us realize that we're not alone in our struggles and that others have faced similar uncertainties. Setting realistic goals is another effective way to manage fear of the future. While it's natural to have big dreams, breaking those dreams down into achievable steps makes them feel more manageable. This process helps reduce the overwhelming nature of future challenges by providing a clear path forward. As we achieve smaller milestones, we build confidence, which helps us approach larger goals with less fear and more determination. Another important aspect of facing future fears is embracing change. The future is full of unknowns, and change is inevitable. Instead of resisting it, learning to accept and adapt to change can help us feel more comfortable with uncertainty. Viewing change as an opportunity for growth rather than a threat allows us to remain open to new possibilities. With this mindset, we can approach the future with curiosity and enthusiasm rather than fear. The role of self-compassion in facing the fear of the future is often underestimated. When we feel anxious or overwhelmed about the future, it's easy to be hard on ourselves. However, treating ourselves with kindness and understanding can make a significant difference in how we cope with uncertainty. By practicing self-compassion, we give ourselves permission to not have all the answers and to make mistakes along the way. Another key to overcoming fear is taking action. Fear often stems from feeling stuck or helpless, but taking even small steps toward our goals can reduce that feeling. Whether it's starting a new project, learning a new skill, or seeking advice from others, taking action helps us build momentum and reduces the sense of paralysis that fear can create. The more we move forward, the less intimidating the future seems. It's also helpful to understand that fear of the future is often connected to our sense of identity. Many people fear that they won't live up to their own or others' expectations. This fear can be reduced by focusing on our personal values and defining success on our own terms. When we let go of the need to meet external expectations, we can face the future with a clearer sense of purpose and a stronger sense of self. Developing a long-term vision is another way to face future fears. Having a clear sense of what we want to achieve in life gives us direction and purpose, making the unknown feel less daunting. A long-term vision provides a roadmap for the future, guiding our decisions and helping us stay focused on what truly matters. By aligning our daily actions with our long-term goals, we can reduce the anxiety that often comes with uncertainty. The fear of the future can also be addressed by developing a mindset of gratitude. When we focus on the positive aspects of our lives and appreciate what we have in the present, it reduces the anxiety we feel about what's to come. Gratitude shifts our focus from scarcity to abundance, reminding us that we have the tools and resources to face the future with confidence. This practice can help create a more optimistic outlook. Facing the fear of the future also requires a willingness to let go of perfectionism. Many people fear the future because they worry they won't meet their own high standards. However, striving for perfection is often unrealistic and leads to unnecessary stress. Instead, embracing imperfection and focusing on progress over perfection can make the future feel less overwhelming. Accepting that mistakes are part of the process allows us to move forward with more ease. Lastly, it's important to acknowledge that fear of the future is a shared human experience. No one has complete certainty about what lies ahead, and it's okay to feel nervous or unsure at times. By normalizing these feelings and reminding ourselves that we are capable of adapting, we can reduce the pressure we place on ourselves. Facing the future becomes easier when we realize we are not alone in our fears. In conclusion, while the fear of the future is a natural part of life, it doesn't have to control us. By building resilience, taking action, and cultivating a positive mindset, we can face the unknown with more confidence. The future may be uncertain, but it is also full of possibilities. With the right strategies, we can overcome our fears and approach the future with hope, excitement, and determination. Ultimately, facing the fear of the future requires a balance of planning, adaptability, and self-compassion. While we can't predict every outcome, we can control how we respond to uncertainty. By focusing on the present, setting realistic goals, and seeking support when needed, we can reduce the anxiety associated with the unknown. With courage and perseverance, we can embrace the future and the opportunities it holds.